Hi, I'm here today to talk about how we can help a child who has had cancer and been in the hospital re-enter back into the school system. How can we help their friends understand what is going on and help them feel like they are part of the class? We will give an example as if this child is 5 years old and has had lymphoma. So if the child comes back into class, how can we help maybe the kindergartners understand that cancer is not a cold? It is an illness that they cannot catch. So say for an example, maybe help them understand that they found out that she was sick because her lymph nodes, which would maybe be hard for a kindergartner to understand, were places in her neck that swelled up and that she went to the doctor and the doctor did some tests on her to help find out what was wrong with her. And this might be a good place to stop and let the cancer patient tell them that a test that they did on her was a CT scan, and the class could maybe buddy up or maybe get a stuffed animal, and the cancer patient could show them all how she got a CT scan. And this would be a good way for the cancer child to let them know exactly some of the things she went through in the hospital to help them, the children in the class, show empathy toward her so they could learn what she was going through. So she could talk to them about what a CT scan is, because a lot of them will not have any idea or maybe have never heard that term. So she can explain how she laid down on a machine and the doctors checked out her body to find out why did she have knots on the side of her body. But let them know how doctors help her and take care of her. And then also, they will need to explain to the children, how she takes medicine, maybe several times a day. And this is just to keep her healthy so she can be at school with her friends. And also that maybe some days you might see her wear a mask over her face. And this would be a good time to talk to the children about germs and how we all have different germs in our bodies and how we should cover our mouths when we sneeze or cough to keep from spreading them. And that she sometimes just wears a mask to help make sure she doesn't pick up any extra germs so that she can get better from her treatments and maybe not have to take any more medicine than what she does. But to help these children understand more about what is going on, we should look for to help play games with the children, because they're in the stage right now, as Erickson would like to call, initiative versus guilt, where the children like to initiate and play activities. So a lot of hands-on activities would be great for the children. That way they might remember and maybe want to talk more about what is going on. Another good activity to help show empathy would maybe to be a hat or bandana day, because a lot of them it will be hard to understand why did medicine cause our friend to lose all their hair, and that could make them scared to take medicine. They may not understand that maybe taking a cold medicine will not make them lose their hair versus the chemo medicine that the cancer child was taking. So that would be a difficult situation to explain. That chemo medication is a very strong medicine that helps push out all the bad things out of the child's body to help them get better and recover from the cancer. And that cold medicine is for your cold or your flu, and they're not going to cause you to lose their hair. But to help show empathy toward the cancer patient, maybe you could have a bandana day where all the students come to school wearing a bandana or a hat, and to help show the cancer patient that we're all the same, that and should help them blend in with the class, and because to not stick out with their, in case that they do have a bald head, make them feel more like one of the other children. or maybe a storybook about cancer, explaining how a child, still has to go to the doctor. Maybe they need to eat certain foods so they don't get belly aches. And they can relate. A lot of children can relate to that because they know certain foods don't make them feel well. And let them know that sometimes the child with cancer may need extra help because they get tired from being sick and in the hospital. And as children, what are ways that you can help them? What are things around the classroom that maybe you're able to help them with? So, thinking in terms of what maybe children in kindergarten, that what do they like to do that they would be able to help this child with, would be a great way for them to start learning empathy toward the child with cancer, because if they can feel good about helping them, then they're going to want to keep on helping this child and making them feel like they belong.